Yo guys, what's up and welcome to the video here on the channel. I've been just playing a bit of solo queue and I'm actually facing a Kennen. So I thought it's time to try out my little freaky setup I've been, theory crafting and testing a bit. It's basically the normal page, except for Gathering Storm and Celerity. I'm running Nimbus, Cloak and Scorch. We're kind of playing like a bully build. I'm playing Flash Ignite into Range Champ. We'll see how that goes. Build will be basically, my little theory crafting thing. I'm gonna run Kraken first. I think when it comes just to items, Kraken first is probably the strongest. 1 item power spike. Also a little pause and addition from me editing the video right now. I started a poll. We're going to do a new unranked to challenger series on a different server. Basically you can vote which server you want me to play on. Make sure to either go to post on my channel or click the link in the description. There should be also a little info button on the top right you can click that brings you to the poll where you can vote. Please do that, it will be great. And yeah, we start next Tuesday already, so yeah, make sure you vote. And now enjoy the rest of the video. Peace. And also thanks for watching. And of course leave a like and subscribe. You guys are the goats. Thank you so much. Yeah, we'll see. So the right champions, right, usually they tend to get prio. So what we can do here is try to just kind of match his auto attacks. This way he just can't get the third wave crashed. Of course, when I have the chance to, I'm going to use my E on him. Just to proc Scorch. And I want to make sure in this matchup that we kind of stay behind minions. So he doesn't get his free Q off. Also, we'll dodge here. Kind of want to keep an eye on his empowered auto attack, which he gets every... I don't know how many autos it is, but you can see like when this little hand is shining. Little QE again here. And like see how we can just like, kind of match him, even though we don't really play the ideal setup. Usually I say just play, Door and Shield, TP into him. You can play Confident too. Okay, let's see if we can get a little Q angle in here, like here. Close. Okay, yeah, so since we're gonna go for Cheetah Recall, we're gonna try to crash the third wave. So we're just gonna bounce, it's gonna bounce back into us. Also 2 points in Q here, just helps a little bit with clearing, a little bit faster. The faster we crash, the more time we actually have to reset. But yeah, this looks good. Alright, wave will crash into me. We kind of can get a chill recall in. Also, actually, what we can do here, instead of recalling, is we're going to pop the potion and just look for a little trade with him. Because he just used his spells. And he really thinks I'm resetting, right? So we can just go a little QE here. But like, if we play like this, right? We don't reset. We want to make sure we put a ward in. Because I don't think we have seen... Actually, we might have seen Kha'Zix on the map somewhere, but I'm going to be honest. Kind of paying attention to just playing my lane as good as I can. So, yeah. We're gonna play full crit, right? I said we play Kraken. We're gonna play full crit Kayle. I generally think, and, like, I've had a few coaching sessions throughout the last week. I haven't really been uploading much, so sorry to that. And also, I've not been streaming for like a week. I'm working on a few things that I don't want to show just yet or announce. But, once the time has come, I'll be announcing that, so... Yeah, anyways, what I wanted to say is I've been, coaching a few people. Also, by the way, if you're looking for coaching, you can just join the Discord and DM me. I've been enjoying top lane more and more. Like, I've played a few mid lane games. I've seen some people play mid lane, and I swear to God, mid lane Kayle, like, maybe it's just me, so I would definitely like to know your guys' opinion on that whole thing, right? Because everyone has kind of their own opinion. So I set this here. Probably actually even kill him here. Little Q, auto, and then just E. Perfect. Kha'Zix is top lane. So yeah, I'd definitely like to know your guys' opinion on that. I've been just not having any joy with mid lane Kayle whatsoever, and the more I play, the more I really start enjoying top lane Kayle more. I think my biggest problem with top lane Kayle, but let's actually recall quick and then walk back to lane, and then we can start talking about it. So unfortunately the wave crashed, but it is what it is. Yeah, I just went for Hearthborn X, since we want to go for this first. I think, a bit of attack, AD and attack speed is probably going to work best. I think in top lane, first of all, like, like all the changes with like Q nerf as well. I think it's just nerfing Kayle in mid more, because Kayle is way more... how do I say this? I feel like she relies more on Q wave clear in mid lane. Because, like, realistically speaking, every single matchup you play in mid lane, or I'd say at least the majority of matchups, they're all ranged, right? So this is how pretty much every single game will go for mid lane Kayle. You just get poked, you try to stay as healthy as you can, while the enemy just collects free turret platings, pokes you, and you just try not to fall behind too much, and then just pray to God that when they roam, you know, that like they don't get double kill, and then your bot lane is tilted. So this is one of the reasons why I decided to just start and play top lane more. I think my biggest problem with top lane is that top lane doesn't allow you to make mistakes like it allows you to do this in kind of mid lane, you know, because one bad wave state, your wave is kind of fucked, your lane is kind of over, you know, and it's more snowbally and shit, and I think that can lead into a lot of frustration. Go look for the little auto. Oh, you missed this Q actually. Nice. This can lead into a lot of frustration. But I'm gonna be honest, I will stop being a little soy boy, so I think from now on you're gonna see me play pretty much only top lane. Of course, there will be a few mid lane games, and maybe there's a day where I will not enjoy playing top lane. But I think you just, especially if you want to learn stuff, top lane is just a place to go, you know. You learn so much more about wave states, and I think especially like the first few waves, they're like the most important ones. I'm currently working on a video on that topic as well, because I've noticed a lot of people just they just play the game, and I've noticed this in all the coaching sessions I've had, you know, since I've been getting more into coaching again. This is just literally a problem that every single player I've coached so far has, and they're not even aware of how important like the first 3 waves, or like in general the first 6 waves are, you know. So yeah, there will be a video on like laning phase. I know a lot of people have asked for this kind of video, so yeah, it's in the work. I'm not sure when it's done, but it will be done at some point. And I think this will help a lot of people, you know, because you kind of have an idea of what you want to do with the wave, and yeah. Okay, so far we're down like 8 CS, not too bad. I have Ignite up, so we can look for a little Q angle here maybe. Perfect, dodge the Q. Nice. Okay, Kha'Zix is on Drake, which means we can keep on playing aggro. So if I can get a little Q angle in here again, that would be great. I missed it. Okay, we have to be a bit careful because I only have enough for 1 Q and ulti. But if I can, of course, we want to get like an E off and proc our Scorch. I think I kind of missed my Q, but then again, like he's losing more minions, right? We both use sums. Kind of misplayed that, but I think it's fine. At least we trade 1 for 1 and he lost like half of the wave. Awesome. Okay, very important now. We're gonna ping that he has no sums. Now Fury is top side. We're gonna try to ping again. I just spam ping to. Like, and the wave is pushing into me, right? So since Fury has ulti, this guy has no flash. This should be free. Can't ping again anymore. Fucking ping protection, bro. Okay, I don't think this is like kind of the gank I was looking forward to, but it's okay. Gonna make sure we push in the wave and then try to help with grubs, I guess. I would like to hit the tower once there as well. Little Q angle here maybe. Nope. Yeah, just gonna help the teammates out. I do have my item in base as well, so I think I kind of want to look for a reset here very soon. Would have probably been a good time to do that now. Unlucky. Yeah, I mean, what can you do? I mean, at least we got 2 out of 3, right? So bit unlucky. Okay, we have to respect that the ulti is back up now. And since the wave is pushing into me anyway, I think we just chill here a bit. If we can, of course, we can always look for a Q angle. Yeah, I'm not gonna pull the wave here. Let it crash. And then I think... Okay, nice touch. You have ulti in 25. That's Q hit by him. Yeah, we don't really want to look for anything aggressive here, right? We just want to sit back and chill until I get my ulti back up. Because when he ults in now, I will definitely not win, right? He probably one-shots me. Since Kayle has the lowest MR in the game. We don't really want to provoke this. But yeah, I mean, wave's in a pretty good spot for me now, so we can just pull the wave here. Shall we walk in the bush in and out to kind of just reset aggro? Well, this won't freeze. This just allows me to kind of play in a position where I'm a lot safer from like ganks and like from him like trading with me, right? So this is like kind of the space we want to be in. Okay, I have Q hit here. Don't try too much because you can see like okay, this is good. Well, his shuriken is shining, which means he has his empowered auto. So yeah, he will probably look for an ulti play here. I'm gonna try to keep our passive stacked in case he fights. We can fight back. We know Kha'Zix was bot side. Yeah, I kind of like to look for a reset here. Level 10 advantage as well. Nice. Good gank by Bart. We can actually stay here since it's a normal wave. I don't think Kha'Zix can be here anytime soon. At least I should be fast enough to push this wave in, right? If you want to push, always try to hit Q on all minions at the same time. Just like that, so you can, you know, just clear a bit faster. Alright, perfect. Get the item, and then we are good to go. Perfect, we get the quest completed. I'm also E11 because of that now. He has item, I have item. I went for Swifties. And now we're gonna go for Fiend Hunter. I think this is like the best item you can go for second. I might be making a guide on the AD Kayle build because I've, you know, I've been having a few people asking me when I go Kraken first, when I go... I missed the ward, that's kind of cringe, wow. When I go Kraken first, when I go Yuntal first. But yeah, probably covering this in a video soon. And I generally think that AD Kayle is actually the way to go in some matchups, more than last season. There's still some matchups where I would personally go AP over AD. These matchups are the ones where I kind of get bullied regardless, so I think Gragas is a good example. I think Malphite and Jax are both good examples as well. Look for Q here, walk back, auto, W. Okay. Oh, I think I missed my Q. We tried flash for flash though. Other than that, you know, like every matchup that you kind of want to match, you just go Q. You just go AD. We stack passive here, and then we can just go auto E, and then kill him with Scorch. Awesome. Right, so like when you have a Kraken Slayer, I think this is a very important mechanic to just like keep in mind. The Kraken proc never consumes on turrets, so what you can do is you can always just proc it. Oh, whoops. Okay, that's kind of my bad. Okay, let's TP back. So what I wanted to say is, actually I kind of forgot what I wanted to say. Oh yeah, the Kraken one. So, okay, it's mid lane. Oh, almost dead again. So like, you can always stack your Kraken on turret, and then the next auto will always consume the Kraken proc, right? So what you can do is basically you just always prepare kind of your Kraken proc, and then when they walk up, you can just hit them with 1E, for example, an auto, and then always consume it. Nice. Get the first tower here. Nafiri is topside right now, so we can try to look for a play with her, maybe. I definitely like to put a 1 in here, maybe get one more plating if I can. Look. I just clears the wave here, so this should be fine. I still have ulti. Okay, Gragas is coming, so this is why the water is really good here. You can just back off now and just kind of absorb a lot of pressure, because now they can just push bot in for free, kind of, right? Yeah, and that's why we go Kraken Slayer. Awesome. I'm gonna reset here though. We could also limit test, because I think this guy doesn't expect me to stay, so we can maybe walk in fog here. He used E. Kinda unlucky I missed my Q there. Okay, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, we don't really have to like just, you know, provoke it, so just take a quick recall in, and then with the kind of wave we're gonna be back in time and not really lose anything at all. Awesome. Alright, and we lost basically just 1 minion. Yeah, so Fiend Hunter second. You know, I've talked about the build before. Like, you've seen the Korean build, which is by far my favorite one. IE next, and then it's usually Hex Optics. If they have like squishies, and if they have like armor stackers, I think LDR works really fine. There's a TP, so we're not gonna walk up. Okay, so I mean TF is ulti, so I don't think I should be like playing aggro right now. So yeah, that's kind of the build I'm running, right? It's either Kraken or Yuntal first, always into Fiend Optics. Actually, there are also some games where I like to go Phantom Dancer second. This is usually against matchups like Nasus, where like the movement speed is just like the most important thing, you know. But usually just IE third, you know. And then Hex Optics into Squishies, LDR into tanks. And then last item is like really up to you, you know. If you have Kraken, you kind of want to go for another crit item to complete the 100% crit chance. And if you... Little Q here on him. And there we go, awesome. Yeah, I mean, Kraken really strong with Fiend Hunter together, really OP combo. And like people always ask me, you know, Lucas, like what's the advantage over AD? You know, going AD over AP. I think the biggest advantage is that you are just so much stronger early on, right? Like AP scales insanely well, right? Like Nashor's, the on-hit AP scales with AP. So the more AP items you buy, the more damage you will deal on like your autos and stuff. So AP scales really well, but I'd say it has a relatively weak early game, and like that's kind of the advantage you have when you go for Yuntal first or even Kraken Slayer first, like going crit in general. It just scaled so much faster, you know. Especially, and I think this is what I like so much about Kraken Slayer first. If you look at Kraken's build path, you just like it's just amazing, you know. Like you have 3 longswords, triple longsword, and then double dagger, and then you can just buy all your components for like a very cheap price. So every time you're forced to recall or you recall, there's always something you can buy that actually gives you value, right? Because like long swords early on are like really good, you know. Your Q, in case you don't notice, has higher scaling than it has AP, right? So it's 60 bonus AD versus AP 50 AP. So like having triple longsword, for example, right? You have 30 AD. Like it's some good value you get. You know, I think the biggest downside of going AP AD over AP is that if you fall behind, you are kinda useless, because your W only has AP scaling for both the movement speed and the healing. So in AD build, basically AP is completely useless. That's why it's kind of nice to have some sort of sustain. You know, like you can, for example, go Gunblade, works really well. That's what the Koreans have been doing. We can probably dive in here, by the way. Just like that, awesome. Yeah, and you know, like that's kind of the thing I'm cooking. It's all about movement speed. Sure, you don't have celerity. Sure, you don't have Gathering Storm. But you know, especially if you want to play an aggressive setup, which I do this game, right? Like I play Flash Ignite. I went Doran's Blade first. Just having like the extra damage from Scorch and like the movement speed from Nimbus Cloak. You know, with the Ignite, it can. Fuck. Like, you know, like you're really strong, and I feel like if you actually play your lane to win and not play your lane to, you know, like not like lose. Of course, this won't really be the case for every matchup, because they're just matchups that completely counter you. But in some matchups, you can also just like play really aggressive, and this will just make your laning phase so much easier. And of course, if you win your lane, like you're more likely to win the game as well, right? Because then you don't have to play from behind. Okay, so instead of actually going for X Optics next, I'm gonna go for QSS, just because like the TF gold card is like so annoying, right? Q angle. Perfect. Also, the little fun fact, right? Since we're running Nimbus Cloak, this also works on your Unleashed TP from the quest. So you can technically proc this on 3 different ones. Summoner spells. Yeah, so we just go QSS here. It's good against Kennen, I think. And then also like TF, right? Because the only thing that can really just fuck me up this game is CC, hard CC, stunts. So yeah, I think just QSS will make it a lot easier for me to play. But I mean, if he wants to chase here. Thank you. Oh, the true damage crit, bro. What the hell? Should be fine. Nice. Yeah, he didn't check top. Oh, unlucky. Yeah, I had to space a bit better. I mean, of course, ideally, we get the bar doled out earlier. But I think I just had to space it better and then it should have been fine. At least, we'll probably get Baron here, so that's great. Okay, let's go bot lane, catch the wave there. Drake is up in 130. I don't have TP, so we kind of want to be there on the side, right? Also, someone else is here, so probably Gragas. Yeah. QSS in 5 seconds again, so we're kind of chilling.
The just cry to the heavens.
I just realized it's actually... Oh no, it's on ADTF. Did he crit randomly or what? Yeah, we're gonna make sure we play on a good wave state here rather than just going for a random flip. I should get an assist though, because I healed him. Yeah. Nice. So yeah, Hex Optics next. I like... They literally buffed crit Kayle for like the 3rd time in a row, right? They literally buffed. Just run into him here and then we just be able to get him. Nice. Yeah, that's GG. They literally buffed crit Kayle for the 3rd time in a row. Hex Optics got buffed again this patch. I don't know. I think it's just a year of full crit Kayle, guys. So yeah, we should be just probably getting the mid and wave here as well. And then Drake is up in 20. Yeah, what I love so much about the item is... About Fiend Hunter, sorry. Like, since you go for 100% crit chance anyway, you are basically just... You're getting the true damage. And it's... I don't know. Like, I just love the build so much. Every time I go back to AP, I'm just like I just feel so weak. I don't know, you know. Obviously, full AP Kayle is just insanely OP regardless. Let's go for a little play here. 3, 2, 1. Just spam A-click there so we can kill him. Then we're gonna flash him, walk off the wall, dodge this. Sidestep. Sidestep. No! I could have... Bro, I thought he ultis upwards like 3 times. I thought last one he will actually just ulti downwards. No, he did it again. Not bad though, not bad. Got the 4k, so we just full build now, both items. And that should be GG. Also, right, like we have a bit of life still here now. And even though we don't have 100% crit chance, you can still sell like an item later on, right? You can still sell your Kraken if you don't want to. And just buy like another crit item, you know, I think. I mean, anything, you know, you could go shield bow. Obviously, best item most likely will be LDR. You can go shield bow if you're freaky. You can also go collector if you feel like you don't have enough attack speed. You know, get one of these attack speed items. Maybe even Stormrazor, honestly. You know, just really up to you. But yeah. We're gonna buy a red trinket, a red potion as well. And then obviously, since we've gotten top tower and mid tower, the next tower will be bot lane. So that's where we're gonna head right now. Baron's up in 2 minutes 20. And he wants to get level 16 here, so we can maybe just help her get this thing. If she doesn't want to. Yeah, I mean, if she wants to get the bottom wave, we can maybe try to just play with her, you know, look for play. So maybe we can sneak in this bush here. Oh, hello Kazakhs. I have QSS, I have ulti. So Annie hasn't shown up in a while. So maybe we can look for a little power play here. I don't think this will work out. Gonna have to wait for them to push. And he has no flash either. So let's see how we play this. Yeah, someone has to push the mid lane wave. Okay, I mean, 3 people top, so 3 tower, I guess. 4 people top, actually. 5 people top. What are they doing? I mean, maybe they just accepted their fate. But yeah, that should be GG, I guess. Okay, they have anyway. Alright, GG's. I hope you guys enjoyed the game. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.